Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I wanted to do the April 2024 horoscope reading for Libra. So how I plan on doing this reading today is we're going to be doing a general energy read for your month. We're then going to look at challenges or lessons potentially to be learned during it. And then we're going to look at things going for you. Then we're going to pull an advice card, and then we're going to be pulling a words of encouragement, and then some tea leaf cards for any additional messages. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. So, my lovely Libras, just a quick reminder as I'm shuffling up here. I do have our yearly horoscopes for the year available for each sign. So if you guys are interested in looking at any additional messages that are coming that I had for the month of April for your sign. I'm going to have that video linked here at the end for you guys to go and see if you guys would so like to look at those other messages that potentially might resonate with you for those readings. So, yeah. So then without further ado, let's get into your month of April 2024. So, your general energy, justice reversed. Ooh, so for my Libras, typically when it's upright, this is your card. It's all about balancing, balance, justice. You're bringing in a lot of energy between one aspect and another aspect. Seeing it reversed, I see you a little off kilter this month. I know we're going to be partially in the Aries season, which is opposite of you, of our Libra sign. So I do feel that there's a little bit of an off kilter for this month, where it's like you're not exactly feeling like yourself. Yeah, it's like you're not exactly feeling like yourself. You're a little off center. There are things that you might be saying, or like your emotions might feel like one way one day and like very opposite the next day. So I'm just feeling a little bit of off kilter here. For those of you who are like working like in the workplace, if there's saying like there's like unfair work policies or someone's not pulling their weight and you kind of call it out but nothing gets done. With a relationship, it feels like things are just out of whack or out of balance from where they typically have been. Okay, interesting. Okay. Looking at your challenges, you have this King of Cups. So the challenge, I think you're going to be a lot more emotional this month than you have been in past months or how you typically are. Uh, and I think a lot of it has to do with emotions, emotions, and emotions. So, like, there are some days where you're like riding high, having fun, like, and you're like really, really happy. But then, like, the next day, it's doom and gloom and you're mad and you just want to be done with the day. Like, it feels so lopsided, where it's like it's struggling to find that balance, struggling to maintain like an even keel on things. And that's what it's really feeling like here for me. It's like there are days where you're really emotional, and then there are days where you have like no emotions at all. And it's like really, really hard, I think, to tap into why we're being balanced back and forth so much, or why it feels so topsy turvy. Really interesting. Okay. What's going for you? You have the Three of Cups reversed. So I think there's potentially someone, a friend or someone that you're close with, that you've done that, like you had some like an emotional bond with. If it's not like a friend, this could be someone that you're friendly with and they're kind of leaving your life. And I think that might be, they're leaving your life, but I don't think they're, and for some of you, I believe it's they're leaving for good. Um, Good maturity. It feels like they're leaving for good. For like a small amount, they might be back, but it'll be years later. So, because like they have stuff to work on, you have stuff to work on. Uh, It's just like an in and out sort of situation. Like they're here to teach you something and then they're gone. Uh, so yeah, really interesting here with yeah, you just for my Libras this month, it just feels like you're very very it's like a yo-yo. Like you're up, down, up, down, up, down, and where you're known to be this very balanced person, you're not that balanced this month, it feels like. And where it's very difficult to balance yourself. And I would say like some self-care is needed in an order. If you're someone who likes to do meditation, I would do more meditations in the morning. Or maybe you only did it for 10 minutes, I would highly suggest to do it for 15 minutes. Uh, because it just feels like if you are into astrology, I would look at your astrological placements. Uh, because I feel like there's going to be a lot, I think there might be some stuff occurring in this month that's having some influences on what you're doing or how you are interacting with people. Uh, so yeah, wowzas here. Uh, like it, I'm struggling to find things to say. Just like I said, it feels so back and forth between so many different sides, and I'm so sorry that you're gonna have to kind of it's going to be a month of how to process emotions. And what does your process look like is what it feels like. What does your process look like? And a lot of it I think is due to more astrological placements than anything. And we're also in Aries season, which is your opposite sign. So it's like everything about Aries, being emotional, going for things, doing things. It's like that's the energy that we're in your living. And for Libras, it's very much like we want to be balanced and centered and think rationally and logically and do the different things. And it's like, no, this is a month of doing things with emotion. And it's like, but and it's like, and that's like the energy that you're in. So it's very, very odd. And I think it's going to be lots of questions coming up. Okay, so let's take a look at your advice here. We have Bobcat Spirit, Life is a Mystery. So if you're going to be looking, like I said, a lot of it I feel for my Libras here is if you're going to look for explanations like, oh, I'm mad because of this, that, and the other thing, it's like, I, Life is a Mystery for me is there's not always going to be an answer. There's not always going to be something concrete to point at and be like, that's why I'm this way. No, there might be multiple factors. It's just the energy that you're in for this month. There are people coming in and out of your life, but that's a good thing because with new people coming in, you're able to try different things. Or like if someone's leaving, it's like, well, what did this person teach me? With the King of Cups, it's like getting in tune with your emotions. Even though it's a challenge of getting in tune with them or helping regulate or balance them, because this is all about not having a lot of balance. It's like not everything has to have a concrete answer. Not everything has to line up. Not everything needs to make sense. Sometimes we just need to accept that life is weird and just keep moving on and do the best that we can each day to put a smile on our face, get up, go to work if we want or can, get up, do the laundry, wash the dishes, vacuum. Don't need to do all those in one day, but doing things consistently and doing things as we can. So that's what I'm seeing here for that. Let's get a look at your words of encouragement. And we have last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. Oh boy. So really this month it feels like it's a month of getting into your emotions, feeling your emotions, and you don't, like I said, not everything needs to have a concrete answer. Not everything needs to be this way, that way, or anything else in between. I am feeling that it's going to be a lot more of just get in tune with who you are, how you're feeling. I would, in my opinion, try and embrace the yeah, it's trying embrace embrace your emotions and feel them. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be intimidating. It's going to be weird. But getting in tune with your emotions, I feel like is going to be it's going to be really good for you, as it's going to help you understand them, potentially regulate them better. This time of year, I feel might be difficult for you almost every year. But within April right now, I do feel that it's just going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of emotions. If you're probably, if you cry during this month, I wouldn't be shocked. But crying is not a bad thing. Crying can be a release of emotion that might have been pent up for a while. I think this is a really good time for you. Even if you need to book like a rage room, I would do it just to be like having a way of expressing your emotions where you feel a little bit more in control of it, but you're still releasing them. So that's what I'm seeing here. Let's get your tea leaf cards. Let's get some tea leaf cards for you. Alrighty. Oh boy, you have a lot. Do we need to take all of these? I want to take that one and that one. Fine, we'll take all of them. Fine. I won't argue. I'm not gonna argue. We're just gonna go with the flow. Okay, so we have the dog, protection from a powerful friend. Apple, temptation will test you. We have a knot, unsuccessful plans. Scales, keep your life in balance. We have the scale motif in a lot of different things here. Target, a goal-oriented person, and dragon, beware of self-delusion. So really at the end of the day, I think your month is all about feeling your emotions, getting in touch with them. Yes, goal-oriented person. With your plans might kind of blow up a little bit in your face. Keeping your life in balance, it's going to feel, you're going to keep it, you're going to do it. It will happen. It's not going to come, I think, as easily as it has in the past. Beware of self-delusion. You can't ignore your emotions. You can't ignore these pieces of your life. So don't try to bottle them up before they explode, because this month is going to be a time where I think you're going to be able to find ways of expressing your emotions in a very healthy way. But if you bottle them up, you're going to bottle them up, and then we have to work on them the next month, and then after that it'll be the month after, and I don't want that for you. It's no fun keeping all of that bottled up, because it can cause a lot of stress on the body. It can cause a lot of stress on your mind, your body, grinding of your teeth. So if any of that is something that you experience, I would highly suggest just letting your emotions, let them go. Go to a rage room if you need. Find a friend that you trust to maybe just vent to. So that's what I'm really looking at here. And be like, are you okay? And be honest with yourself. So that's what I'm seeing here for you guys, Libras. If you guys like this, please hit the like button down below. Otherwise, if you want to see more content like this, I highly suggest hitting the subscribe button, as I have new content coming out all the time. So I want to, again, thank you guys so very, very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!